Welcome to a special Monday edition of Play Space, where we're going to be talking about PLAAY Dot Con 2025. This is the last week before the convention. People are going to be arriving in Denver as early as Monday, and we've got stuff going on. Keith Avalone from Play Games, thanks for joining us tonight. Sam is producing tonight's show. We're excited to do this show, get you caught up to speed with what's going on at the convention. Imagine a lot of people watching are going to be coming. Those of you who are not coming and watching, we're welcoming you too. You are, I think, going to get a glimpse of what we're going to be doing here next week, and it's going to be a lot of fun. The game plan for tonight is pretty simple. Number one, first and foremost, we're going to go over the need-to-know information for the convention. By the way, I have not sent out the final email update yet. Just in case you're wondering, did I miss anything? Did the email come out and I didn't get it? We've not sent it out yet. I'll be meeting with the hotel on Wednesday morning at 10, and just getting all the I's dotted and T's crossed, and then once everything's in order with the hotel for sure, I'll then send out the email update. So you have not missed any updates. But there is some need-to-know information that I would like to pass along. And then the second part of the show will be to kind of go through the program and run down the details, very high overview of what's going on. We're not going to drill down too deeply, but just to give you a sense of how things are going to flow from one event to the next over the next week. It's starts. People are going to be arriving as early as Monday. We have early bird activities at Enchanted Grounds on Wednesday, and our convention really officially kind of begins on Thursday this year, and we'll talk about all that. Let's just go ahead and dive right into it right now, the need-to-know stuff. The Wednesday super early bird get-together at Enchanted Grounds is 2 to 4:30. We did this last year. It worked out great. The owner of Enchanted Grounds was excited to have us back. It's a wonderful little game store cafe. They've got nice selection of food and drink, and also a nice selection of games and plenty of space. So we're excited to be there again. Just a couple of ground rules, and the owner has asked me to pass them along. Make sure everybody did great last year. Let's just do it again this year. No outside food or drink. You certainly won't need to bring anything because they've got great food inside. So no outside food or drink, and also please don't move the tables and chairs around. They have a certain arrangement set up, and so they like to keep that static. So those are really the only two ground rules. And
try to buy something.
The unofficial ground rule is try to buy something while you're there. Patronize them. Support them as they're supporting us. You got a great selection of games and of course great food as well. So Enchanted Grounds on Wednesday starting at 2 until 4:30. The Thursday is going to be different. This is going to be new on Thursday. We got the hotel meeting space, a large portion of it, about half the ballroom, for the early bird arrivals on Thursday. And we're going to have game playing starting at 10 a.m. on Thursday and all day Thursday up till 10 p.m. So, last year I think we had a quarter of the game space, and I believe it opened up at 2. So we've kind of expanded on that. We got more chairs, more tables, and more time. So that will start happening Thursday morning at 10. And we figured as long as people are showing up early, and playing games, why don't we just have like early bird registration as well? So we're going to do that this year. We will have your swag bag and your lanyard and your program and all your convention sign-in goodies, your merch, your convention pickup merchandise. We will have that for you 10 until noon on Thursday. So you actually be able to sign in to the convention early on Thursday. We're only going to do it for those 2 hours though, because we got other stuff going on. But from 10 until noon on Thursday, if you want to get your goodies, get your your program and your lanyard and all your stuff, that will have early bird registration Thursday morning from 10 till noon. And then we have some it's pretty casual, pretty open, mostly just open gaming for the afternoon at the hotel and after the picnic as well. We do have one event scheduled, the Demo Derby Pre-Con Chaos. Now, those are the longtime convention goers. We did this. We had the early bird get together at our house a few years ago, and we did a Demo Derby event, kind of just a spontaneous Demo Derby event. It was a lot of fun, and we're Rob Gallimore shouting "Catch on fire! Catch on fire!" It was quite fun. Very animated. Lenny LaFrance was our winner that day. Commander Lenny LaFrance. I think he was driving that Hercules van. Anyway, so last year we did it at Enchanted Grounds, and I think, we kind of felt like, we don't really want to, be too loud here. We don't want to be disrespectful. So it was kind of muted. And so we decided to go ahead and move that to Thursday at the hotel. So we'll be able to be boisterous for that Thursday. We'll do that at 1 o'clock. If you'd like to participate in that, you're welcome to join us. I know Pete Adams and Rob Gallimore are going to be helping me coordinate that. We'll have multiple heats if necessary. I mean, if we have only a few people, we'll just do one heat. But we can accommodate a very large Demo Derby event on Thursday. That'll be at 1 o'clock Thursday at the hotel in the meeting space. Then the picnic at 4. Actually starts at 5. I shouldn't say 4. You're welcome to show up at 4. We'll provide the food. You're welcome to bring something to share. We encourage that. If you'd like to share something with the group, we're expecting about between 60 and 80 people there, so it'll be a pretty good crowd. The one important rule is that there are no glass containers allowed at Redstone Park. That's a Highlands Ranch Community Association bylaw. So please do not bring glass containers into the park. That will make them very unhappy at us, and we might not be able to have a picnic there next year. So if you're going to bring beverages, bring it in a can. No glass containers. It's really about the only rule that they've laid down for us. It's a nice facility. It got, great restrooms. It's shaded, covered. Last year we got rained on, so we were huddled underneath the covered area. And it will be rain or shine. Hopefully it won't rain this year. And it will run until right around 8 o'clock. And then open gaming back at the hotel 8 to 10. And then we will have to shut it down at 10 so that they can reconfigure the room for the full convention starting Friday morning. So that's Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, after everybody had a chance to get their goodies, the people that are arriving Thursday evening will be signing in Friday morning, you'll get your goodies. You'll visit the flea market, and then the convention will begin at 10 o'clock. And we're going to start the convention this year with the group photo. Usually we forget that, and it's like late in the proceedings. It's like, oh, we didn't take a group photo. Who's here? Let's just get everybody kind of gathered around. So we're going to circumvent that this year by doing the group photo first. Not sure exactly how it's going to work as well. Everything all set up. I'm toying with the idea of just having everybody like sitting in the chairs in front of the lecture area, the speaking area, and then there's tables behind that where people can also sit. Maybe just taking a group photo like that, rather than having everybody try to stand in group, because there will not be a ton of space there. But anyway, we'll have instructions for you. We will do the group photo first, and then the big fishing tournament. And the convention will be underway. So those are the the need to know items. I think I can't think of anything else that really needs to be communicated. If there is something last minute, I'll include that in the email update. Let's do a quick program run through. Are we on the table cam or are we on the? We're on face cam. Let's go to the table cam. Here is our convention program, which Sam has done a fantastic job with, as usual, this is kind of our Denver Nuggets logo, theme for the convention. And we have the first page is welcome to the con. And then the first thing we're going to talk about is you're on a team. We kind of front loaded this program with what's new. This is new this year. We're going to unofficially, lightheartedly welcome ESPN 8, the Ocho, as our broadcast partner for the convention. Now, let me give you a little backstory on how this all came about. I was at Digital to Dice Con in Connecticut back in early May, and we were staying with my cousin. My wife and I stayed with my cousin and her husband, and her mom lives with them. She's 92 years old, Aunt Arlene, and she's a big sports fan. She likes watching sports on ESPN. And so we're talking and we're visiting, we're eating food, and I'm looking at the TV, and Aunt Arlene is watching some sport. I don't know what the heck. What is that? It's like soccer with 3 teams playing at the same time. Well, it turns out it's Omega Ball, and they're doing Omega Ball. They're broadcasting Omega Ball. I'm thinking, what the heck am I missing something? How did this become a major sport? It's on ESPN. So we watched Omega Ball for a while. Then they switched to dodgeball. And as it turned out, what they were showing was a rebroadcast of ESPN 8, the Ocho. Now, for those that have watched the movie Dodgeball, that was the kind of the tongue-in-cheek broadcast partner of the Dodgeball World Tour, and they are featured in the movie Dodgeball. Well, after the fact, like in 2016, they decided, ESPN decided, because there was a dearth of programming on their college network in August, because all colleges are generally not in session, they decided to run a day of the Ocho with unusual sports and stuff like that, and it got great ratings. And then every year since then, they've expanded it. Last year, they had 4 days of ESPN the Ocho. And I was reading up on this, just fascinating. It's all these unusual sports like Omega Ball and cup stacking and seed spitting and other crazy sports. They do some less crazy sports. They feature roller derby and they do dodgeball and other sports. But I got the idea. I thought we should do that at our convention. We should have something like that. So that was the genesis of this idea. And what I've come up with is this package that everybody will get in their swag bag. And it will look like this. I'm going to move this off. This is the package. It's ESPN 8 The Ocho, the Alt Sports Festival in Denver, as part of PLAAY Dot Con and ESPN The Ocho. There's 5 elements to this tournament. There's the Tackleby Invitational, the World Series of Cornhole, Eagle Competition, that's everyone's a gladiator events. There's a Major League Lawn Mowing, and the National Pro Grass Cutting Finals, and the National Speedball Classic. So all 5 of these games, they're like mini games that are included in this package. Now these games are designed to be, 3 of them were kind of taken from our business card games. They're designed to be 5 minutes to learn, 10 minutes to play, solo or multiplayer. And my goal in putting this together is really twofold. Number one, it's a great icebreaker, I think. I anticipate, and this is one of the reasons why we're doing the early bird registration, so that people can get these in their hands and during the downtime, have some competition. I'm going to show you how they all work here shortly. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I do want to kind of get you primed for something to do when you get to the convention. There's no reason to not do anything. You'll have instant icebreaker activities here. So that's the first goal, is to have it serve as an icebreaker. The second goal is it'll serve as a sort of a souvenir, sort of a memento of the convention with the people you're going to meet and spend time with, because everybody is going to get a card. I'm going to get these teams. Let's use Tom Kerwin as our example. Where is his lanyard? I know I have it here. Here it is. So everybody's going to get a lanyard. This is Tom Kerwin's lanyard, and it is double-sided this year and in large print. And everybody is going to be assigned to a team. There are 8 teams. Team Thermo is one of them. There's Team Aqua. There's Team Terra. There's Team Electro. Everybody's going to be assigned to a team. And you'll have 10 other people on your team. And in your lanyard, inside your lanyard, will be what I call a super card. So you are going to be rated. Everybody at the convention is going to be rated on all 5 of these events. Now, there's only 4 cards. The Tackleby tournament is a team. It's like a team card, and you'll be listed on the team card. I'll show you that in a second. Everybody else, you'll get an individual card for the other 4 events: Cornhole, Speedball, the Eagle competition, and the lawn mowing competition. You'll get a card for each of them. Now, everybody's good at something, and average at other things. So I guess part of this is to find the thing that you're good at, and then play against other people who are maybe not so good. These separate, so you can leave it together at first, or you can separate them, and I'll show you how they work here, how that works shortly. But everybody gets a card. I've got some of them printed here. There's Brian Priest, there's Mike Ignatkowski, there's Clay Dreslock. They're on Team Crystal. There's Team Aqua. Dave Gardner's on Team Aqua, along with Bill Sourbeer and David Little. Here's Team Terra, Roy Paith and Dale Buckingham. Team Mythic has Grant Fines and Roger Rickman. And here's the Team Fusion with the Travis Jansen and Bruce Berkowitz. Everybody's on a team. There's 8 teams, and the idea is you're competing with your team to try to be the dominant team at the convention. Let me just show you, give you a quick overview on how each of these works, so that you can dive right in once you get to the convention. I'm going to set Tom's over here. So everybody's going to get in their swag bag a set of dice that go along with these games, and they're color coordinated to the team that you're on. So the Team Thermo is going to get red dice. Everybody's going to get a black die and a green die, because those are used in the Eagle competition in some of the other games. But each team will get 4 dice of their team's colors. So there's Team Thermo, Team Aqua gets blue dice. So that's how it works. I'm just going to go a quick overview of each of these games. Not going to spend a ton of time. So Tackleby, it's a game that we introduced on one of our game labs. It's like roller derby. It started out as Rugby 6 as a business card game. We switched it last year, might have been 2 years ago, to Tackleby, where it's kind of like roller derby on grass. And so each of the teams has a card. So we got, let's say we're doing Team Arrow. This actually I think Team Arrow will get these lighter blue dice. Team Aqua gets darker blue dice. So this would be Team Arrow. Let's just go ahead and set this up. And I should say, there is a rules booklet. Where is that? I don't have the rules booklet here. There's a complete rules booklet in here. I'll just pull out this one here. That has rules for all the events. So this comes out like this. It's a nice little envelope, and then there's a rules booklet at the back that has all the rules for all 5 events. It's a 4-page rule book for all 5 events. It tells you how quickly and easily these games can be learned. But I'm just going to hit the high points here. So the way Tackleby works is you start with the ball. Everybody gets these little gold nuggets also in there, thing to kind of serve as a marker. We'll give Team Arrow the ball first, and you'll roll these 2 dice. And movement is based on the 2 dice. You can't go backwards. You have to go forwards or sideways. And you roll these 2 dice, and you decide which one corresponds to the forward and which one corresponds to the sideways move. 6s are 0s. So let's just say Team Arrow. We roll a 3 and a 6. That means I can move 3 this way. Oh, you start anywhere in the green area. I'll move 3 this way. 1, 2, 3, and I move 0 the other way. And you keep going until you're ready to make a try, or if you roll double 6s, then you get a turnover. And we have 4, 5. We'll go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting close to the scoring range. We'll just try for an easy score here. We'll go up 1 and 1, 2, 3. So from here we could try a long range shot for a 12-pointer. We'll go ahead and try it. So so now we announce our try. Our dice roll has to take us into the opposing team's green area. So I'm going to try it right now. And I rolled a double 3. So I'm not going to make it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that try failed. And now it would be the red team's turn. It would be Team Thermo's turn, and they would do the same thing. And you do this 4 times. It's four periods for a game, and whoever has the most points wins. Let me do a quick. Let's suppose we were a little bit closer. We got into here. That's a 3-point try, and let's just see if we get it in. We roll a 3 and a 5, so we could go. I don't think we're. Yeah, I guess we will. I think we're going to get a through. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a through. So you get a point for that, but you don't get the 3 points because you didn't land in the green. You went through the green. So that's 1 point. So that the red team would have a 1-0 lead at the end of one period if that's how it had gone down. So that's Tackleby. And you can play this by yourself, or you can play it with other team members from other teams, however you want to do it. Next game is Cornhole, and this game actually plays better if you're standing up. So I'm gonna stand up, and so we set this up like this, and everybody's got a. Let's go ahead and use our Team Aqua cards and our Team Thermo cards, and let's find somebody who's really good at Cornhole here. We're looking at the ability. So Matt Walker has got best. Is anybody here? I guess best is really as good. So Pete Adams is best, and Jason Lamar. We'll have Jason. I just saw Jason up in Eau Claire, so I'm going to go let him be the Team Aqua, or the Team Arrow rather, thrower, and we'll have who's the best guy for. Looks like they're mostly average. So it looks like Team Thermo is maybe lacking a little bit in the cornhole department. So we'll go with Rob Hinkle. He'll be good. So the way this works is, and I will stand up to toss this. The rating that you have corresponds to the line that you have to cross in order for the beanbag to be on the board. So in other words, Jason, basically, if he gets it anywhere on the board, he's going to score. If you get a 1, that's a through. That means you got a cornhole. Anything else is on the board. Of course, it can be bumped off the board. So Jason basically can put it anywhere. Rob has to get it beyond this good line. He's a good player, so he has to get his beanbags to land beyond here for them to count. So we would take these dice out. Let's do one series here. And you got 4 of them, so it's just like cornhole. And I'm going to stand up. So hopefully you'll be able to hear me still. We'll let red go first. And I will go like this. And that's off, so I take it off here. And that's also off. Here's the red. That's not going to be on. He has to be beyond this line, so that will not count. It would have been through if he'd been up here. Here's Jason, and he's off too. Boy, I'm doing terrible at this. That's not going to count also because it's not beyond the line. Here's the blue. All right, that's going to be a good one. And that, if any part of it is touching the line, that will count. So that will be good. And Jason will get another one. And that's off. Oh boy, it would have been a 1. It would have been through if he'd gotten on the board. So we'd count our points. We'd count our score like this. Looks like Jason has two on, none through. So he would have 2, and Rob would have 1. And there are 2 ways to score cornhole. You can either go I guess the classic way would be net points. So in that scoring scenario, it would be a one point advantage for the blue team. They would be leading 1-0 because they got 2 and red got 1. Or you can play the cumulative points, and you play to 11 in that game. Or you can play to 21 and just add up the points. In that case, the score would be 2-1, and you would play to 21. You have to win by 2. So that's how cornhole works. And there is a method to play this, because I know people sometimes don't like manual dexterity games. There is a method explaining the rules where you can play this without having to toss. You can just roll a die for the placement. All right, I put these back in. I don't know why I'm putting them back in, because I'm probably going to drag them right back out again to explain the next game. So that's Cornhole. Next is going to be the Major League Lawn Mowing. This used to be a game called Mowmaster. It is essentially Mowmaster, and let's see who's a really good lawnmower here. Looks like on the blue team, we'll just choose one guy. Looks like maybe David Santa-Steven. Oh, it looks like Joseph Dowell and Rob Gallimore are both 7s. So we'll let Joseph Dowell mow. We'll put his token here. We won't have a competition. We'll just see if what kind of score he can get. So the way Mowmaster works is you roll 4 dice, and you can re-roll 0 to 4 of them once. And the idea is you're trying to roll the number of the zone that you're in to advance to the next zone where you can roll their numbers. And you try to use your dice as economically as possible. So in other words, to mow this area, you got to roll a 7. Any leftover numbers after you've totaled 7 can be applied here to this area. And you want to use all of your dice. Any dice that you've left over at the end of your turn, you subtract that from your base score. So Joseph will start at a 7. Average is going to be 4 or 5. So 7 is good. So Joseph would start. We'd roll these 4 dice, and I can see we've got a 7 here, and we also have a 4. So I think what we will want to do is re-roll this one and hopefully get a 6. And we get a 4. All right, so what we'll do is we'll spend these 7 to mow this area. We'll spend one of these 4s to mow this. And then we're going to have to take one off the score because we have a dice left over. So Joseph now is at 6. And we can use his marker here to chronicle that. And if it goes back above 6, we'll add the green one. So we'll let him do another turn. And then we'll move on. He's in the 6 area. All right, so I've got a 6 here. What do I want to do? I think I've got a 3 here, but I would rather try to mow all 3 of these if I can. Let's see. I'll just do this. I'm going to re-roll all 3 of these, and that's not going to be good. So I'm going to, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend, that's 12, isn't it? I'll spend this 3. I'd spend these 2 to get the 6, mow the 6. I'll spend this 3 to get into the 7. And then I'm going to have to take another 1 down because I have 1 left over. So now I'm at a 5. And there's a way you can boost your score back up, explaining the rules. So in a competitive event, the first person to finish gets a point bonus, but the highest score wins. So it's a combination of trying to be accurate, but also fast. And that is our Major League Lawn Mowing competition. And you can play this again for the best score, or you can play it competitively with 2, 3, 4 people. Next is Speedball. And this is a little game that we also demoed on the channel in the Game Lab segment. And for this, you're going to have to find other people to play with you. So let's find some people that are good. Let's get Eric, and we'll use Eric Holdaway. I'm going to take his card out and put it here. We'll have him be the forward. We'll let Joseph Dowell be the point. And let's get Mike Canestrari in there. We'll have him as the back. All right, and then for the red team, we will use. Let's see. Let's put St. Patrick back there. He's actually pretty good. We'll put him as point. And we'll put Paul Salzgeber in as the back. We won't play a full game here. I'll just show you how it works. It's super easy. And Micah Wimmer, who's one of our newbies, first timer to the convention, we'll put him in at, let's put St. Patrick at forward. I can see right now that we want St. Patrick as the forward, the big scorer. I mean, so part of this game, once you start the game, there's not a lot of strategy. Most of the strategy is in deciding who's going to play where. So ST might be actually better at point. We'll do it like this. And then we roll based on this chart here. It's a very simple chart, and we can use any color dice for this. We'll use the blue team's dice for this. And you read the dice lowest to highest, and it's very simple. You have to advance from you can't score from your own zone. You have to score from the opponent's zone. So you have to first advance into the opponent's zone, and then you try to score. So there's two elements. You advance, and then you try to score. And it's all based on the qualities that you have. Tip, stop, and tactics are defensive qualities. Touch, arm, and leg are offensive qualities. And we'll just do a quick sequence here to show you how it works. We'll have Eric Holloway start, and he's got the ball. We roll a 56, and we're going to check the defensive point for stop. And St. Patrick makes the stop. So he basically intercepts the ball, turns the ball over, and now Team Thermo has the ball in scoring position because they didn't cross the center line. So, and let's see, it's going to be the back has it. So Paul Salzgeber is going to start with the ball in scoring position, and he'll try to score. And we roll a 66. We're going to check the defensive forward. Does he have stop? He does. So Eric Holdaway is going to make the turnover anyway, and we'll turn the ball back over. Now, the game is timed with a timing dice. So you can use either the black one or the green one, whichever one you want. And it's like a time bomb. So the period is over whenever you roll a 6. Anytime a 6 comes up here, you read whatever it says, do whatever it says, and then that's the period. The exception would be on the opening, the first dice roll of the period. You don't roll the timing dice, but any roll after that. So it's very unpredictable. Quarters can be very fast. They can go on for a long time. You never quite know. It's like a ticking time bomb. You never quite know when the quarter is going to end. So scoring is urgent and action is fast. That's why we call it Speedball. There is one strategy element that you can have. You can always opt to shoot for the sweet spot. So the way the scoring works is, this is actually patterned after the real Speedball game. There's a little bit of a history that I outline in the rule book. Speedball is kind of a combination of soccer and basketball and football. So you score 3 points on a throw-in goal. They got these little A-shaped goalposts at the end of the field, right? So if you kick the ball under the crossbar between the goalposts, that is a 4-point goal. If you throw the ball under the goalpost between the crossbars, then that is a 3-point goal. If you kick or throw the ball through the top part, that is called the sweet spot, over the crossbar, but between the crossbars, but underneath there's a top bar that you have to put it in between those two bars. If you do that, that's 7 points. And you can always opt to try that, but it's a very low percentage shot, obviously. So that's how Speedball works. And again, I anticipate impromptu Speedball matches popping up during the downtime as time allows. All right, so that's Speedball. And there's one other game, and that is the Everyone's a Gladiator. The Eagle competition. We offered this as a game lab game, kind of based on decathlon, and so now you get to do this on your own. So there's 12 different events. They're random, and you can do this just one-on-one, or you can do teams. So let's do teams. Let's take again the team Aero and team Thermo. And let's say our first event is going to be, let's say we're just hanging out. We're going to play 3 events. All right, and we draw them at random. The first one will be the Bladewap. This contestants must navigate a narrow juncture lined with large, undulating, foam-covered, whirling blades. So that's going to ask for agility, durability, smart, fast, and anytime you roll a 6, it's like the wild events. Anything can happen. So in this demonstration, why don't we see who might be good at this? And of course, everybody's got a card for this. Looks like Micah Wimmer is going to be quite good at this. So we'll put Micah Wimmer as the contestant for Team Thermo, and let's let David Santasteven. Let's let Tim Pollock be the contestant for Team Aero. We'll just separate their cards right here, and it's very simple. You'll use the green die will tell you which of these qualities comes into play on this event. The color die will give you the score, and the black die is basically a decider die. If it's odd, then any bulleted quality comes into play. If it's even, then they don't. So there's a maximum score of 10. And again, this is all explained in the rules. So let's let Michael Wimmer go first. And we're going to check for the fast quality. He is fast. He's going to get a 5-point score. And this is going to be a moot because he's not semi-fast. He's fast. So he would get a 5-point score on this because he has the quality single. You just multiply it, multiply by 1. All right, let's see if Tim Pollock can do better. So Tim Pollock's going through the blade gauntlet, and he has a, let's see, he's got a 5. We're going to check. Oh, we've got the wow. So we have to check the, I should have separated this. So now we roll again. You read the white, the black die here, so it's going to be a triple quality performance. Oh, so suddenly he has whatever quality comes up, he'll get it tripled. So we get to roll again. He's had a surge of ability here. All right, so we got a 5. So we're checking for fast. He's going to be triple fast. Oh, but he only got a 1 on the blue die, so he gets triple 1, so 3. So even though he got the triple ability, he only got a 3. So Michael Wimmer would win that event 5-3. And you keep cumulative points. You'd choose the next event. Maybe you'd have different people. You would for the blind frenzy, you would choose somebody else who had the appropriate qualities for that. And again, you can do this one-on-one. You can do it by yourself with other people's cards. However you want to do it. It's up to you. All right, so that is how that works. I'm going to put all this stuff away, and we will move on. So everybody gets this in their swag bag. They get the game pack and the dice and the rules and cards for themselves, and we'll leave it up to you. We'll have complete sets of these cards for you to take home if you want to. Have your own competition after you get home, but we encourage you to play with other people. Using their card and you using your card. I can see impromptu games of Speedball popping up with three on a side, or you could even do it 2 on a side if you wanted to, with leaving one of the positions blank. All right, let's go back to the program real quick and kind of wrap this up. I'm going to give you a quick overview of. So that's the start. When you get there, you're going to be on a team, that's kind of going to be hopefully a good icebreaker for getting people quickly mixing it up. We have the free stuff, raffle prizes. They'll be on display. We have a really good selection of raffle prizes again this year. Here's the official schedule. Thursday is the early bird registration, like I told you, 10 a.m. till noon at the hotel. Our Demo Derby Smashdown Pre-Con Chaos event, 1 o'clock at the hotel meeting space. Open gaming. Until 10 p.m. really, as long as if what we're doing doesn't appeal to you, you're welcome to first of all, we will not be offended. Second of all, we've planned for this, so you've got plenty of space. Just do your thing and enjoy yourself. The picnic at 5 to 8. And then open gaming till 10. We'll close it off at 10 so we can set up for the convention. Friday, we'll start with the flea market. We'll have a massive selection of items again this year. Kevin Geddes is coming up from Monument with emptying out his game closet all over the table, so expect to find some really cool stuff. We'll have our real-time fishing game demo and practice session for an hour. And then we'll have the opening announcements and the group photo. And then we'll do our fishing tournament, which should take only about an hour. Break for lunch. And then the afternoon on Friday will be our History Maker Baseball Time Machine Tournament. And for the first time, it'll be past versus future. We'll have 2 divisions, a past division, which is the classic, traditional, bring your own team, any carded historical team. You're welcome to manage them, whether it's the 2019 Astros like the McAvoys always like to run, or the 1931 Athletics like Eric likes to use, or wherever you want to use. As long as it's a carded team that we have made and published through Play, you can use that in the past division. New this year, we'll have a future division using the Leap cards that we released at Christmas, and we'll supply the cards. You'll choose your favorite team. You'll get a couple of elite players, and it'll be the same tournament structure, just 2 different divisions. Now, I will say I have no idea what the split's going to be. Ideally, we'd have an equal number of people playing in the past and the future. However, we will have it set up to accommodate however many in either. If we've got 30 people, 30 games going in the past division and 10 in the the future division, that'll be fine. It'll just be easier to win the future championship that way. But ultimately, at the end of the day, on Saturday night, we'll have the championship of all ages. The Time Machine Championship game will feature the past champion playing against the future champion, which should be pretty cool. So that is the Time Machine tournament in a nutshell. Again, you're welcome to bring your own team. We'll have a selection of teams you can choose from if you'd rather choose one of the great historical teams or one of the Leap teams. We'll provide those as well. Then we'll have our dinner break, our keynote presentation. Very excited to have Dave Gardner there. He'll be talking about his journey to sports board games and a little history on the Digital Dice podcast. And it's going to be just a fascinating half hour. We'll have question and answer after that for Dave. And then at 8, it's our game designer showcase where we have guest designers. Clay Dreslock is there. Joe Bryan is there. Mike Fitzgerald will be there again. Who else do we have? We got so many people. Glenn Guzzo from Stratomatic will be there. Grant Fines. Kurt Berglund is going to be there doing a mini tournament with the 50 Years of Baseball Greatness, where you'll be able to play even more baseball. James Cass will be there. Mike Ignatowski. We had a ton of people. Bob Hansen will be there demonstrating his footy game. We have a table set aside for him. We've got more tables with more guests this year than ever before. I think we've got 11 so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12. All right, so that is Friday. Saturday, we'll start with the golf tournament, 9 a.m. sharp. We'll play 2 rounds. We'll be playing on the Conifer Chateau course, the local Castle Rock course. Once again, you'll make your own card, same as last year. There's an example in your program. And we'll crown our champion, break for lunch, come back. During lunch, we'll have our brown bag lunch presentation. Last year, we did a presentation on James Barnes's book about sports games. This year, it's a presentation on social media and the sports game hobby featuring Steve Tower, Dave Gardner, Kurt Berglund, and James Cass will all be participating in this little panel, this very informal panel discussion, talking about how they do it, what some of their favorite memories are, some of the things they've learned, where they see the future of social media going for the sports game hobby. So that'll be happening during lunch. And then after lunch, ladies and gentlemen, it's the XHL, our big alternative hockey league tournament, where we're just going to let it fly. And it should be a lot of fun. We'll go for the afternoon, crowning a champion. We'll be playing Hockey Blast Express for that, and then the championship game, at least the championship game, possibly the semifinal games will be played full play Hockey Blast with the XHL rules. And we'll have our raffle winners. And then our final segment is our Fury finale. We will have Fury Football, Fury Hardball, and we'll also have sort of an impromptu alt sports festival using the stuff I just showed you, where we'll set up a whiteboard and list all 8 teams, and then you'll just anybody who wants to play, you can win the tournament title for your team. The way it's going to work is you'll get 2 points for winning something and 1 point for losing something. So let's say you play cornhole against somebody and you lose, you get a point for that. So if you play a lot more than everybody else, I mean the team that wins is crowned the tournament Ocho champion, could actually have a losing record. It's entirely possible, which would be appropriate. So you'll have a choice of things to do. And of course, as I said earlier, there'll be open gaming tables. We've set aside a block of tables. The silver tables are set aside for open gaming, where you can play whatever you want with whomever you want. Play it by yourself if you want to, and just enjoy being around people who enjoy the sports game hobby, and share your love and passion for it. So that is the schedule in a nutshell, and the program run through. I think that pretty much covers it. We are excited to see you next week, and I know people are going to start arriving Monday, and I'm picking up Steve Tower at the airport on Tuesday, and it'll be balloning going from then on. I'm sure it'll be a crazy week. No stream next week, obviously. We'll be pretty busy with the convention. Might not be a stream the week after that because that's the 4th of July holiday. We'll see if we do a different stream on a different night, but we may just wait until early July to resume our streaming schedule. I am planning to get out a Play Connect here in the next couple of weeks, and we'll have information in that, I'm sure, about when our next stream will be and what it'll be about. So watch that space to find out what's going on. Thanks for watching tonight. Appreciate you being here. Excited to see you at the con if you're coming. And we just appreciate everybody in this amazing community of ours. Thank you for being here tonight. Thanks for taking some time to watch our little stream. And have a great night. Have a great week, and we'll hopefully see you soon. Thanks for watching.